So.
STE number 3.
All right. How was the rest of your volunteering yesterday?
It was good.
I looked for you before I left, but I couldn't find you.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I saw you had signed out at like 11:30 when I signed out. But
what time did you leave?
1.
Oh, okay. Are you all done with your hours?
Yes.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I was able to get them all done yesterday. How about you?
I have an hour 45 minutes left.
Nice.
So I'll get those done this week.
Awesome.
And then do we have to have Tammy sign that sheet?
I think so.
Like the evaluation form?
Yeah, I was just looking at it not too long ago, but that's what I understand, that summary and then the evaluation form. Okay. I don't know if it's 2 separate things or what, but.
And then I wonder if we both need the evaluation form or the form signed or just one of us.
Let me see if it says. I printed out that, like the guidelines for the. So community partner team evaluation. Well, it says of the team's overall efforts contribution.
Okay, so just that's kind of, I took it to mean just one of us, or like it's for both of us.
Right. Yeah, that would make sense. Yep. It just says community partner, supervisor / representative will be asked to submit a confidential written evaluation of the team's overall efforts. So I think if one of us gets that to Tammy, then.
Okay, I'm either going Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
So I can bring that. Did you already have her sign your hours form?
No, I didn't. I didn't have it.
I didn't see her yesterday, did you?
Yeah, I saw her a lot yesterday, but I just didn't. I didn't finish like filling. I didn't bring my form basically. So.
Oh yeah. So well, it's easy to stop by and.
Yeah, it's close to school. So.
Okay. Well, cool.
And then he gave us those 4 questions that we're each supposed to answer during this, I think.
Yeah, I see the first one is.
So
what specific services have you provided for your community partner?
So it's, yep.
Statements. Yes, what have you mostly been doing?
I've been mostly like helping out the thrift store, cleaning up the floor, hanging clothes. There was one day they had me go up and help with the clothes and food pantry upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So that's been mainly what I've done.
Yeah.
How about you?
Cool. I've helped Joyce, and I can't think of that other woman's name. Who's always with Joyce. Yeah. I've helped them a lot, hang clothes, tag clothes, and then the last probably 5 hours I've spent organizing the Halloween costumes with Marianne.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was a huge disaster.
Is it?
A big pile of Halloween stuff. So they get rolled out tomorrow. August is their like Halloween day. So we've been hanging them and organizing them all.
Very cool.
Yeah, and then I did the floor. I cleaned the floor for the first time. Was it Friday? I had never done that. So that was interesting. It's amazing, like what a mess it is when you start going through and how many people just throw clothes.
It is. I also find it amazing, like the quality of things there also.
Oh, yeah. So. For sure. There's some really nice stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so number 2, how many hours have you logged so far? So you're done, and I've got an hour 45 minutes left.
Nice.
And then 13. What are you learning?
What am I learning? You go first.
It's been interesting. Like I didn't realize just how much is involved with like when people bring in donations and just the whole process of having to go through like what can be put on the floor, what can't. A lot of stuff just has to be thrown away. Like, I don't know, I guess I didn't realize how many people in such a process it is. And then just tagging them all. And then when people throw them on the floor, having to bring them back in. And it takes a lot of people to operate that store.
It does.
And then I don't really I haven't really had any challenges. I'd say a personal challenge is since it closes at 5 p.m., it's been hard to get, since my husband doesn't get home till 5, and then I have to work so many Saturdays. It's been really hard trying to get in there.
Oh no.
But it's all right. We're almost there.
Almost
What about
done.
you?
Yeah, I've just, I find it very impressive. They have like 3 main employees, I feel like, or maybe 4 who are
Yeah.
actual employees for the thrift store. But like the person who does the register, Joyce, Kathy, and then what's her name?
There's this Tina.
Okay, well,
Is that the one? I think she's at the register usually.
yeah. So among of all the how it operates, there's just so few employees to make it happen, and I was just impressed with the number of volunteers that makes the thrift store go round. And I think it's eye opening too. Like I don't know if you've been there when they've had bread to bring out, and just
Yeah.
like the
How
need.
many people? It's just gone.
Yeah, they just like come and they it's disappeared. It's a ton of donated bread, which is super impressive, and like good, nice bread.
Yeah, and then it's just gone.
Yeah, exactly.
And the sweets too.
The sweets are like everybody wants more
Oh
than
my gosh, yeah. And I love how, like, I don't know if you've ever had to bring them out, but Tammy will stand behind the counter. Do not touch them until they're on the counter, because everyone's trying to go through and.
Exactly. So yeah, I just been really impressed by how far reaching like their services are too, besides like the thrift store. When I was up in the like the food pantry and the clothes pantry, they were remodeling and stuff, so they needed some extra help up there. But it's just crazy, to see and hear like different conversations with their clients and the needs that exist. So it's been eye-opening.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And going back to the number of volunteers, I'd say that's another challenge. One day I was in there, I mean, it's a good challenge. And there were so many volunteers, not just Mercy volunteers, but from like other places. And like, they didn't really have enough for all of us to do. So I think I only got an hour in that day because, I mean, that back room was just packed with volunteers.
Really? That's a
good problem to have.
It's the end of the semester and all the Mercy people are trying to
try and get their hours in. And then it's also amazing to me, I think it's Mary Jo, the volunteer that works upstairs. Like, she has such a huge responsibility, and she works so much just as a volunteer. It's amazing to me.
Yeah, I found a lady who does the toys and the books, the same thing. Like, she'll take it home. Like, she'll take home toys and stuff to, like, clean them and package them and get ready to sell. So
that's amazing. It's amazing the dedication they have as volunteers. I think it's really admirable.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Very much so.
All right, last question. How has your team project
How is your team project?
Your student leadership skills?
Yeah. Yep. I think, well, I guess it just made me more aware. I think awareness was one of like the team leadership skills, like awareness of the needs of the community. And then also, and that kind of falls into listening, I guess, just being able to, when we go there to volunteer, like, what do you need me to do today type thing. And it can vary, you've been working on the Halloween costumes and just that variety, but just also just kind of seeing also my eyes open greater to what are the needs of the community. So
I totally agree. I like that one. And then just realizing like how much there is we can do, how many opportunities there are, like just at St. Vincent de Paul, and that doesn't even cover all the other organizations that need help, especially in that area.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I can't, those are always the ones on the top of my list that maybe it's because I feel like I need to work on them, just my awareness of what's going on in the community. I felt like at the beginning of this course needed to be expanded, so.
Yeah, I totally agree. And yeah, like you said, listening in on some of the clients' conversations, just some of the needs they have was very eye-opening for me.
Yeah, I agree.
There were people buying new mattresses because they had bed bugs, and it's just that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my biggest fear. I work for a technologist.
I agree.
Oh, goodness.
It's so nice they have that option that they have all those new beds and.
Yeah, they just had received a big shipment too, I think.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah.
Or I heard about it, but then it's.
So then it looks like for next week we have to have the rough draft of our PowerPoint.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. So rough draft of our PowerPoint, week 13. Week 14 is our presentation, so another STE. And then I can't remember when the paper is due.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. I looked at all the guidelines, but I couldn't remember if it was due next week or if it's due with the presentation.
I'm going to, let's see if I see anything. I feel like it's probably due with the presentation, unless we.
That was kind of my take. I'll see if I can.
Yeah, clarify that.
Find anything on it quick.
We had mentioned breaking it up.
Yeah.
Didn't know if you wanted to do that now, of
Given
that
sounds good.
What it's supposed to include and kind of divvy it up a bit.
Yeah, I can kind of focus on the first two.
So like history and social issues, is that what you're?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you want to focus on the other two, we can kind of give each other feedback as well.
Okay. So the nature of my project and how it contributed to the mission of the work of your partner, and a synopsis of how the project went.
Yeah, does that sound good to you?
Yeah. Yep. And then there is an E. It says, or a fifth one, it says possible directions for future work.
Oh, okay. So we can kind of both.
Yeah, I do know they're opening another store, and it's going to have
That's what they said, and they're possibly going to do like some clinic stuff.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe I could write about that and how that can be an opportunity for Mercy.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm not seeing a date when the paper part is due. I'm gonna keep looking here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing it's due with the presentation.
Yeah, that's what my assumption would be, but we can check on that. I haven't looked at the requirements for the PowerPoint and what he wants for that, though.
I haven't really looked at that either.
Would like a Google document work for you?
I have never used one, but my husband has to use them all the time for work, so I think he could probably help me with that, or kind of set that up.
I can set one up and share it with you, like email you the link, and then we can just communicate throughout the week.
Okay.
Or once we both look at the requirements, I don't see them on what I have printed out in front of me, but
yeah, and I'm in the folder right now, and I'm not seeing much on the actual like PowerPoint itself.
But maybe we could even just like do, if we don't see, I don't know if it's going to kind of reflect what the paper is including, so maybe we could do slides on what we're covering in the paper.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Or if it kind of corresponds with that, that's what we can try to plan on maybe.
Okay, here we go. I see it. Yeah, it kind of looks like we need some visual aspects. So I could even take some pictures.
That'd be awesome.
Next time I'm at St. Vincent.
Yeah, we can pull some off their website too, I'm sure.
Yeah, that sounds good.
As well.
So I guess how are we supposed to present this? over the Google Hangout.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I'm sure there's a way we can switch screens to where you can show the PowerPoint, but I have no idea how.
Yeah. So let's see. I can screen share, I see. So if I pull the PowerPoint up on my screen, I'm hoping that it would then allow me to, and I could, go back and forth. So if he wants, both of our faces also at the same time, or
Yeah.
the screen share.
I see. I wonder what the showcase is. You see that button on the left?
Showcase.
I'll click it quick and see.
Oh.
No, I don't. It says this feature is disabled, so I'm guessing that's not going to work.
But yeah, I think screen share will be our best. We can pull up the PowerPoint, like talk about that slide, and then show the next slide and talk about it.
Okay. That sounds good. So can you do PowerPoints like through a Google document?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So
that sounds good. Cool. Is it just basically like doing a regular PowerPoint?
Yep. And then you can even save it if you want as a regular PowerPoint, like convert it.
Okay.
So it's pretty much the same though.
That's what I know my husband does it for his work all the time, so it's no issue.
Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know too. But I can set that up right after we're done and just email you that link. So
that sounds good. Well, cool. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. Do you have anything else?
I don't think so. I'll just get working on the paper this week and then the PowerPoint. Perfect. So we get our rough draft submitted, and then looks like it's due week 14.
Awesome. Yep, and then we'll just schedule another time. Do Sundays typically work good for you, or?
Yeah, next Sunday I have to work.
Okay.
And then the following Sunday, I'm actually moving my sister to college, helping my parents. So, but I'm free the next 2 Saturdays.
Okay.
And we could always do a weeknight too.
Yeah. Either way, I should be free on weeknights or Saturdays, it sounds like. Okay. So.
Well, sounds good. I hope you have a good week.
Yeah, you too.
See ya.
I will email this